Okay, and we are back again. So, Max has sent us another video to watch. Reenactors World War II paratroopers presented at the Army Forces History Museum 2012. Wow. Okay, so another oldie. I know nothing about this. You know nothing about this. What on earth are we going to get this time? Hopefully something good. Okay, let's roll it, and we can blame Max if it's awful. Here we go.
Rob and I, when we left U Pottery, we weren't exactly dressed like this, which is kind of interesting. We were dressed with probably another 150 pounds of gear. We had a reserve chute. The musette bag on my back was sitting over here. I'd have a very big, long T5 parachute on my back.
Go from about here, about there.
Right? And I would also have a Mae West on me, which is sort of like it's a life preserver, the yellow life preserver. The Air Force wore them as well. Of course, I'd have my canteen.
Gas mask.
That's right. There would be a little gas mask bag right over here around my belt. Okay, big black bag, rubber bag. I'd have a shovel. Why would I have a shovel going into Normandy? Anybody? Why is a soldier? Yeah, to dig foxholes, because you don't want to. In combat, the worst thing you can do when you're being shelled at is be above ground. You want to dig holes in the ground, and that's what basically this was for. Of course, everybody would have a canteen. We'd have our ammo on our web belts here someplace.
Okay, so these guys are obviously doing a talk at this place, wherever they are, some museum somewhere. So you'd like to hope that the guys that go to the museum do these talks know what they're talking about. And obviously, he has a fair amount of knowledge about the basics. We don't know what beyond that, because he hasn't really said much other than, what shovels are for. And, even the audience he's talking to understand that shovels are for digging holes. Of course, he has a shoulder holster. It's almost predictable. We can't really see much else. The camera angle isn't great. And he's standing there holding a water bottle rather oddly. He's got a ground, he's got a helmet in there. We've no idea if there's a first aid pouch tied to the other side. This guy has it on his helmet, so again, no, wrong. Or he's 82nd, but we don't know because we can't see the other side.
We'd have extra ammo in backpacks. We'd have
but then again, he's 506. So. Yeah, he's 506. The other guy's 506 as well.
And also we'd have
so he has it on his helmet, which is incorrect.
these things on the back, which is
Yep, 5. He's got it's the follow me disc. So follow me discs are only used by NCOs, any leaders, NCOs or officers.
the infantry has them as well. You'll notice some of the guys you can see
We don't know.
wherever.
Can't see around spinning around too quickly.
Because when we were coming out of those planes, Germans would be shooting up at us, and we both have rifles, but the rifles would be stuffed in little bags or something. They'd actually be disassembled in little bags that we would hang from our parachutes. So the only weapon we really had at the ready was this when we hit the ground.
Oh, did you hear that? The only thing they had was this little weapon here that you wouldn't have had. Why do people like this get to talk at museums and things when clearly he has no idea? So he has a follow me thing which would make him an NCO or an officer. He's carrying a Garand, so he's not an officer. And he has this pistol and shoulder holster for no apparent reason whatsoever. I mean, is that stripes? Let's just jump. No, it's not. It's just shadow. Oh, it's the rigger.
At night, don't forget now, I've got to take my weapon out of my bag, put it together in the dark. Imagine doing this blindfolded, essentially.
You could do it blindfolded. You'd be doing it all the time.
So in lieu of that, I had this little baby right by my side.
No, you didn't.
And of course, I had my knife too if I needed to.
Yes, you would have the M3 knife. You'd also have the M2 knife in that pocket. This is my spare ATF one. I've not CC2'd this because it's quite a nice jacket just to wear around, Also, it's CC2 is then horrible, so I keep this one, even though it's ATF. It's supposed to be a good jacket to wear. I kind of like my current one, so
use that and be silent about things. So that's
Again, if they got caught up up in their harness.
So we can see a bit more webbing now. So suspenders, yes. Pistol belt, yes. But then we've got M1 ammo pouches, usually called carbine ammo pouches, which is technically incorrect because they are just M1 ammo pouches. Because yes, I know, shocker, they were also used for the M1 Garand. M1 M-Bot clips will fit in them too. Yes, I'm not making this up. You can check the original spec sheets and the schematics for them. That is what they were for. So, wrong. That shouldn't be on the helmet. Where the hell's your rigger pouches? Yeah.
Up in a tree, I can't get down. But I can pull out my secret knife.
Secret knife. Surprise! No, it's not a secret. It's supposed to be there.
Try to cut my way down, or cut myself loose enough that I could climb my way down. So these guys were kind of prepared for pretty much anything. Yeah. And they had to be, because they had to be totally self-sufficient for an estimated 3 days. So everything they had on them was supposed to last 3 days.
Well, I mean, there's one good thing. At least it was brief. I mean, yeah, all the gear, no idea, I think is the phrase that springs to mind. I mean, they've brought all this stuff, they've learnt the basics, and they're giving talks at museums without getting pretty much anything right. They don't know whether they're officers, NCOs, they don't know what officers, NCOs, enlisted men are supposed to be carrying. Just this passing on of wrong information all the time to people and going to talk to the public and saying, you know, this is what they did, this is what they had. When, no, it's not what they did and it's not what they had. Please, just get the basics right. It's not a difficult thing to do. The information's out there. And most of it's free to get as well. It's all online. It's just, you just need to care and pay some attention and have some attention to detail in what you're doing. I know I sound like I'm moaning a lot. It's too easy. We'll blame Max, because if he give me content which was nice and positive and friendly and the guys were doing a fantastic job, then I could be jolly and happy and friendly and yeah, you guys are great, you're fantastic. When you look at that and no, just no. Jesus, Max, what are you doing to me? You're driving me to drink. And yeah, I'm only drinking that rubbishy Mickey Mouse beer because it was left by one of the guys on one weekend reenacting here. Otherwise I'd actually drink grown-up beer and not that stuff that's got about as much alcohol in it as cheese. Sorry, that company with the red and white logo. Your beer isn't that good anymore. Anyway, this is an advert for beer. This was an incredibly short one, our shortest video so far. Yeah, I'm not giving you a like. And I'm not going to your website or following you on Twitter. Right. Until next time. In fact, I might do another one after this. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Until next time.